She was laughing when she left me. At first, I thought it was the champagne, the way it sparkled against the private jet's glass cabin as she raised her flute, surrounded by her friends, those glossy, surgically symmetrical vultures she called board members. But then she looked at me, that smirk, the kind that doesn't need sound to say you're nothing without me. The jet engines roared, a guttural snarl that drowned out my voice when I called her name. The tarmac trembled beneath me. I stood there, luggage at my feet, while she leaned toward the window, lifted her phone, and took a picture. Click, flash. Her laughter echoed even after the jet lifted into the sunset. I could almost hear it in the way the air cracked open. That was the last time she looked at me as her husband. Or maybe, I realized later, she never really had. When my phone buzzed with her final message, "Be a man, darling, find your own way home," I didn't reply. I just stared at the reflection of her words in the airport window, and smiled. It started long before the airport. A small shift, so subtle it would have gone unnoticed by anyone less observant. The way she began sleeping with her phone face down. The way she laughed a little too long at texts that weren't funny. She was a CEO now, sharp, untouchable, always too busy. And I played my role, the quiet husband, the man who'd built her first company's foundation and then, conveniently, disappeared from the credits. Every empire needs a ghost in its basement. But ghosts listen. One night her laptop synced with our shared cloud by mistake. I didn't look for anything, I just saw. A photo, Paris, a hand around her waist, a ring on his finger, not mine. His name, David Kale, her new investor, twice divorced, twice rich. The caption under the photo, "Finally, where I belong." My heart didn't break that night, it froze. I didn't confront her, I just began observing. Quietly, watching patterns, recording timelines, studying the woman I thought I knew. And every time she kissed me goodnight, I could almost hear her guilt breathing against my cheek. The trick was patience. When someone lies long enough, they start editing their own memories. They forget what they said, to whom, and when. But I didn't. I kept notes, dates, screenshots, transactions. Her private assistant owed me a favor. Her accountant liked whiskey. By the third week, I knew everything. The secret Paris apartment, the offshore transfer, the booking under Evelyn Clark Kale, and the flight manifest, her name beside his on that same private jet she took today. She thought she'd humiliated me by leaving me stranded. What she didn't know was that my name was already on another flight, one heading straight to Paris. A commercial flight, coach seat, back row. No champagne, no laughter, just time. Time to send one email. I wrote it carefully, word by word. Attached, every document, every image, every forged signature I'd found, all wrapped neatly in a single encrypted folder. And then I scheduled it to be sent 10 minutes after my plane took off. Not to her board of directors, to her investors, to David Kale's wife. By the time she was halfway over the Atlantic, the story of Evelyn Clark, fraudulent CEO and adulterer, would hit every financial inbox she cared about. I leaned back in my seat as the engines began to hum. The screen in front of me reflected my face. Calm. Too calm. This was not revenge. This was accounting. 10 minutes after takeoff, my email was sent. 10 minutes after her takeoff, her life began to burn. I imagined her mid-flight, somewhere above the clouds. Her phone lighting up with notifications she couldn't open until Wi-Fi connected. The moment she did, her perfect world cracked. Her company's internal group chat flooded with messages. The board's emergency call list activated. And then, the one that froze her blood. "Evelyn, we need to talk. Now." I could see her face in my mind. The practiced poise. The sudden color drain. Her friends whispering, sensing the shift. The champagne would taste sour now. Somewhere, 30,000 feet above me, Evelyn was trying to breathe through panic. And somewhere below her, I was watching the same sunrise she used to post about, her power mornings, and realizing I felt nothing. No satisfaction, no hatred, just silence. Cold, complete silence. She must have known I was behind it. I didn't need to say it. She knew. Her messages started while I was still mid-air. "What did you do? We can fix this, please. It's not what you think. I'll make it right. Please answer me, please." By the time I landed, there were 155 messages. I read every single one. Not once did she apologize. Not once did she say she was sorry for the man she became. Only fear, desperation, control slipping through her manicured fingers. I sent one reply. "You left me at the airport, remember? Find your own way home." Then I turned off my phone. Outside, Paris glowed beneath a soft morning fog. I'd never been before. She always said we'd go together one day, when she wasn't too busy saving the world. Now, she could keep it. Her world, her empire, her ruin. I walked along the Seine until the light broke through the clouds. The air was colder than I expected, crisp, honest. For the first time in years, I wasn't waiting for her call, or her approval, or her permission to exist beside her. Somewhere across the ocean, she was watching her name collapse in headlines, watching her investors withdraw, her staff resign, her reputation rot, all because she left the wrong man behind. In the end, there was no fire, no screaming, just a message, a click, a quiet undoing. I didn't destroy her. I just stopped holding her lies together. And as the wind cut across the river, I finally understood. Sometimes power isn't taking revenge. It's walking away, knowing they'll never recover from what they lost. Me. Final line. I didn't ruin her life. I just reminded her who built it.